Lorena McCants wants to know if she's going to get back with her axe. Let's ask the cards. As we shuffle the cards, we ask on behalf of Lorena McCants concerning relationship issues. Will she be getting back with her axe anytime soon? And ask this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. And we cut the deck for you there, Lorena, and the reason I asked if you get back with your axe soon, because when we deal out 3 cards here, in this case it's past, present and future, I refer to it as the recent past, the present and the immediate future. The immediate future being soon in that sense. There's no long term here, because I could say to you, well, in 3 years time diddle-a-da-da-da will happen, and you could probably say 9 times out of 10 I'd probably be right. That's cheating, that is. We don't want to be doing that. Let's try and deal with the here and now as close to the here and now as possible as we can, and that's why I usually do about a month behind, a month ahead. I usually say a moon phase behind, a moon phase ahead, with Lorena McCants just there in the middle. Right now, which I suppose is the most important part of it, isn't it, really? You can't define yourself by what you did in the past. You can only define yourself by what you're doing now. But nevertheless, we'll take a look at the first card, which represents the past, and this just shows you what energy vibrated between now and this time last month. I suppose you could say we're just establishing the situation, just finding out what was going on, just so we've got a bit of a coat hanger, I suppose you could say, to go on. Notice there you've got the shield, and the shield is from the Treasury, and that just indicates really that you were safe from harm. You were protected. Your guardian angel was there protecting you. I got a sort of sense as though maybe the split from your ex was done to protect you. Literally that, and Spirit thought it was best that souls sort of drifted apart, either for a temporary period or for good. Either way, it was done at the time to protect you. So it was done for the good of mankind or whatever. It was done for the good of, in this case, the good old you, number one. I always tend to refer to the guardian angel because I always tend to focus on the wings on the shield there and think, oh, the guardian angel. I mean, it might not be, but we all have a guardian angel, don't we? Or 2 or 3 or however many. Let's see what's going on right now, though. Let's just focus on that, because this, I suppose, is the most important energy that we need to focus on. Notice that you've got the hourglass, and that's from the Treasury as well, isn't it? The hourglass, really, the sands of time, just indicating that time is of the essence, in the sense of time is of the essence to get this sorted out. This, whatever the problem is, get it sorted out. Work out, know what it is that needs dealing with, get it sorted out. If it's an attitude problem with somebody, sort it out. If it's this, that, the other, or whatever it is, if probably, I'm not saying it is, but probably, just using, I suppose, a bit of logic and common sense in that sort of department, it's probably something to do with what caused the split in the first place. That's the problem. You need to get it sorted out by dealing with that and rectifying that as quick as possible in the here, in the now. Because yes, the future is ours, but of course you'll look back and you'll wish you'd done it. And this is really the only thing that can probably save that relationship, if getting back with your ex is what you want to do. It's down to what you want at the end of the day, remember. What you need and what you want are, yes, two separate things. But what you want is nevertheless down to you. It's your choice. Your luck is about to change here. The black cat, just indicating that the Egyptians, they're just coming in there. And notice it's got that Egyptian feel to it there with that. Protection. The black cat often, you often say, some people think the black cat is bad luck. In the financial recession, where the bankers were to blame, but everybody was blaming everybody else, especially here in the UK. The poor people, the disabled people, and the elderly were all getting blamed for something that bankers were doing. When that was going on, and we've still got the spin-off of that now, haven't we, really, with all the retarded austerity going on. Nevertheless, people were sort of throwing out black cats, and black cats are being sort of abandoned on the streets, and rescue centres were inundated with black cats. Well, in actual fact, it's totally the opposite. The black cat is protective. That's why witches have black cats, not just as familiars, but they have the black cat because the black is protective. And of course, darkness is very powerful, isn't it? You can hide in darkness, and it can protect you. That's why when we do ritual, we wear cloaks, we wear black to not just protect us, but to create a barrier between us and the physical world, so we can communicate with the inner world, and that's another part of it. So there's a lot of magic going to be going on between now and this time next month. But of course, for your luck to change, it's up to you. Nevertheless, God still helps those who help themselves to a degree, doesn't he? And it's up to you. Time is of the essence to get sorted out what needs to be done, and what you can't do, Spirit will help out on that score. But do what you can do. To get magic working, we have to be part of that magic. And I'm on about the real magic, M-A-G-I-C-K. It's magic with the K on the end. The magic with the C on the end, of course, is just, well, that's just children's entertainers. That's just there for just entertainment. We're not doing entertainment, we're doing real magic, aren't we, here? So I want to pull out another card here. I somehow feel as though we're being cheated to some degree, literally, in that department. But I suppose it's nice to quit while we're ahead, isn't it? But I want to just see what's going to happen sort of between July-ish to June-July-ish sort of time, or whatever. We're in June now, aren't we, really? Near as damn it is to swearing. So more July, sort of early August, that sort of period of time there. And we'll just see what's vibrating there. The energy of the dragon, strength and wisdom. So this luck that will be soon changing for you there will make you stronger, make you wiser, and everybody will be better off for it. Now, of course, if that means that you just stay away and we all discover that probably getting back together isn't such a good idea after all, and moving on with our life with somebody else, where we can be a bit more enriched and not walking on eggshells all the time, and not sort of repeating the cause that created the breakup in the first place, then maybe that's it. If it is a case of reconciliation and maybe just all changing for the better, acknowledging our faults and moving on with a relationship that should have been but isn't at the moment, then time is of the essence right now to sort that out. Your luck will change, you'll become stronger and wiser for that. Sadly, just sometimes the decision is down to you. We always have a choice, and you have the freedom to choose the direction of travel here. We can only work out, in this case, I suppose, two scenarios, of which is good either way, whichever way you choose. All we can say is choose wisely. But for now, these cards have spoken.